Okay, we back. Video 2. I forgot to say a couple of things on the what the narc use you for. Um, they also the narc they also use you for abuse. They use you for the abuse that they encountered that had nothing to do with you, and you just be like, I didn't even do nothing to you, you know, and they want you to pay for it half the time because they're too weak to go and address that abuser. If they were strong enough to go address the abuser that did what they did to them, that made them a narc, that probably would make them better. That's what they need to do, but that's not what narcs do. They go to other people and make other people pay for something that someone else did to them that you don't even know. Okay? And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is when they're jealous and they use you. When I said they use you for your family, they hate the love that you have with your family. They hate the bond and the closeness that you have with your family, and they get jealous of that. And my brother, I said this before, my brother, we have the same mom and dad. My mom is, I guess she's biracial because she's Native American and black, and my dad is mixed with a whole bunch of other things. And our family, we were just very, very close. And I know that, my grandparents, they had their particular ones, I won't say favorites, particular ones that they would spend more time with. That's what I said in the last video. Like, I loved when my grandmother and my grandfather would take me and my brother fishing, but they would also take the other ones, but we just got a little bit more time because I remember being very, 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 very young when my grandmother's like, I'll keep your kids, but I won't keep them. And it meant more to us than $1 million. But they use you for abuse, and they jealous of your family, and they use your family to pretend that it's their family, but they're trying to turn your family against you to love them more. But if your family know who you are, they know you, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Not done. No, it's not going to work. They just want to eliminate you and replace you and put themselves there. They really, really want to do that. And the bond that I have with my brother, hey baby, me and my brother are so like this. We tight. And I remember going on a vacation, and it wasn't even my vacation. I invaded my brother's vacation. Like, I'm gonna go where y'all going. Where you guys? Give me the reservations. We're gonna be there. And I remember, I spent some time with the narc or whatever. And, the narc like, well, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. But for some particular reason, they think when they're telling you they're gonna go to bed, that's your cue to go to bed. And I'm like, all right, take your ass to bed. And and my brother's wife, she went to bed. But me and my brother stayed up late and we were talking. And when we talk, it's like when I'm talking to your ass. When I'm talking to you, I see you. I can go hours and hours just talking. And we're laughing and we're having fun, just like when I'm with your ass. And I remember the next day, the narc was like, yeah, because you and your brother was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning talking, whatever. And I'm just thinking, like, I don't give a damn. Like, you went to bed. You were going to sleep. I wasn't sleepy. And I'm on vacation, and I want to enjoy vacation, and I want to enjoy spending time with my brother, because we don't get that. Like, we spend time, but, we don't really get it like we used to. And me and my brother was cracking up, having a good old time, and our rooms was like conjoined. So it had this little divider from their patio to ours. And we out there turned up, drinking and whatever, and laughing and talking about good old times. And this narc hated my brother because we were so close. We were so close because narcs hate when you have something that they don't have, and they wish they could have been close to their brothers or sisters or whatever, like you were. And they do have a brother or a sister they're close to. That's they flying monkey. The flying monkey that always trying to protect them and help them do what they do and lie and help them cheat or whatever. But me and my brother, we not like that. I would never help my brother cheat or lie or whatever. Because I'll set my brother straight if that was my brother. I'll be like, Joe, that right there is not good. You need to get it together. Because I'm just not a narc. I'm not going to protect them or lie for them. But me and my brother was having a good time. So we were like, what? I think we were in Mexico. So we were in Mexico, and it was so funny. Can't tell you everything. But we was in Mexico, so we had our drinks or whatever. And he had his hand sitting, on the divider talking to me. And he started freaking out because one of the geckos crawled across his finger. And he was like, it touched me. And I'm starting to laugh, like calling him all type of, names like, yo, little weak, blah, blah, blah ass. So we stood up till 4 o'clock in the morning laughing and whatever. And just had a good time. And I didn't know at the time about narcissism. And so the narc wanted to pay me back the next day because I spent time with my brother. And that was the first time when that narc was like, what happened? Back it up like a U-Haul truck. Oh, we got in the pool and it was like a couple with a little kid or something. So we were just talking and whatever. And the narc, I was like, no, it's a baby in the pool, so we're not going to talk about that. And the narc thought that was the invitation to talk about me and my brother being up late. And I'm talking to the narc like, no, I just want to spend time with my brother. And the narc is like, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm literally talking the way I'm talking to you guys. I'm like, no, we were just having a good time and blah, blah, blah. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I hate when they do that. When they try to act like you're doing something. And I said it before. That you're not doing. And when that knocker's like, you need to, I was like, you won't say that to me no more. You won't say that to me no more. How about that? Okay. So let's get into the voices. The voices. Yeah, I said that. I'm going to say it again real quick. You never did nothing to them. But they're attacking you like you like you were the one that was abusing them, like you are the one that caused them to be who they are. But that not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna make me feel guilty or some type of way for loving my damn brother. My brother is the heart of my life. My parents are no longer here. They were God. But my brother, he is the love of my life. I love him so much. And I think this sounds kind of bogus because I got another brother and 2 other sisters. But it's not about them because I'm talking about the vacation. But my brother, we grew up together. So that was our time. They weren't even here. So our time is our time, so they can't feel some type of way. And if they see this video and feel some type of way, I'm going to cuss them out and be like, go sit down. Alright. Voices. When that narc come up with these different voices, and you know how they talk to you. You know what they do and whatever. And they'll come up with these different voices. And I'm going to start with Roly Poly. Because it's quick. I'm going to start with Roly Poly. So this Roly Poly narc. This Roly Poly narc that I had. Was trying to gaslight me. Trying to get me in its Charlotte's Web. And that's how it was my crib. But this is how this roly-poly, pulled out ass narc got into my crib. But I remember because when I met the narc, I was doing my theater, I was doing my music, I was doing my thing. And I had artists. And I had female, I had male, sorry. Well, it was a narc. But I had female and a male artists. They both was narcs. Boom, boom. They both was narcs. But I remember the first time that one of my artists, one of like the main artists that I had, the narc tried to act like it did not know where we were gonna meet. So I took the artist to this area, and it was shoot, I almost cussed. Almost said ish. It was come on girl. Karaoke. It was karaoke. So it was karaoke night, and I was like, hey babe, why don't you get up there and sing so we can advertise for the show? So, you know, this narc was really, really a good, I'm talking about, you get some narcs that's really good at what they do. But this narc was a really good performer. This narc was a really good actor. This narc was a really good singer. And I'm like, you know, and narcs want attention. So I'm like, let's go to this one particular bar that I know everybody so we can sell some tickets. And so the narc goes there, and we go there, and I told the narc that I was with that we're going to be at this particular bar. And the narc went to our regular bar that nothing happens on this night because the karaoke is over there. And my artist gets up there and does its narc thing. It's still a narc, but he done his thing. He got up there and he sung his ass off. And all the white girls came running up like, who is that? Who is that? Because I like introduced him or whatever. And they were like, who is that? Who is that? And I was just like, oh, his name is blah, blah, blah. And let me try to skip this. His name is blah, blah, blah. And he's an artist and we're doing a show. So this was my moment to advertise. And it was like, oh, he's so fine. He's so sexy. So I'm selling tickets. So here come the roly-poly narc. Rolling and polling in my phone. And was like, where are you? And I'm like, what you mean, where am I? I told you where we're going to be. It was literally that roly-poly narc could have just walked out where they was and came, like literally 20 steps to where we were. But they was in their feelings. Him and his demons. They were in their feelings and didn't want to meet because I already told this narc about this person. But in their feelings, and they got in their feelings, but they finally came over. No, actually, I think I'm wrong. They didn't come over. But my artist was like singing, and everybody was in love, and I was selling tickets and doing my thing. And I didn't have a problem because I had an extra bedroom in my house. I didn't have a problem with my artist, coming to stay with me. So he came, but he was a narc too. Let me get into it. He was a narc too that he made Roly Poly feel comfortable. That Roly Poly, the first time that he came, Roly Poly's like, I don't want blah blah blah, stay in the crib. So I think the first time I got him a room that was like a half a mile away from my house. But then that narc knew that it was a narc and they made friends. So I didn't book the second day at his room. I let him come to my house because Roly Poly got narked out by the narc. And so at that point they became friends, and we did a really good thing. We sold out the show or whatever. But then the narc introduced me to one of his supplies that had some talent too. But the narc didn't want me to know about that person's talent. And I was like, why you ain't tell me Woo Woo can sing? I'm looking for, to replace Woo Woo so we can, do the play. I found it out because they both was narcs. But she made it her point to be friends with me so that she could be in the show to out-narc the narc. Booyah! To out-narc the narc. So the narc got mad, but didn't tell me. They argued. But didn't tell me, like, they ain't like that. They ain't like that. This was a narc that always, every time we had to do a show, they always either brought a female or they was trying to get up with the females in the play. That ain't what we do. No fraternizing. That ain't what we do, but narcs are narcs. But we're done with that. Let's get into the voice change. I remember that the narc was, so me doing theater, music, all the things I'm doing, but the narc also had work that traveled. And I remember calling the narc, and I was just like, it was just something simple like, where is something? I can't quite remember. But I was like, where is blah, blah, blah? So I called the narc, and when the narc answered the phone, it was like, you know how a female is trying to pretend she's a male, and she does the man voice, and she be like, hello, 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 hello. So I'm sitting there calling the narc, and the narc answered the phone, and the narc is pretending that the narc was a female trying to be a male. Let's go. Trying to be a male, acting like, a female trying to be a male, acting like a male. I think I'm saying that right. Excuse me. Anyway, so I called the narc, and when the narc answered the phone, we talking about their different voices. So I called the narc, and the narc answered the phone. But I'm gonna say this first. Didn't have to answer the phone because I called at a late time. Did not have to answer the phone. And they come up with so many lies. Did not have to answer the phone. So I called the narc. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I called the narc. It was just a question that I was going to ask the narc. And I called the narc, and the narc answered the phone. And the narc was like, hello, hello. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? It's like whether it was a lesbian, narc, or whatever. You know how they try to pretend they're males, and they get to this point where they will change their voice. And I'm gonna get to my police story. I know y'all like it. Please do that. And they try to change their voice. So I'm like, hello. I'm like, where's blah blah blah? And the narc answered the phone like, hello. And I'm like, like, damn, did I call the wrong number? What the hell was this? And the narc answered my question. So I knew it was the narc. And I'm like, why in the hell did you try to sound like a female trying to be the male? But I didn't say anything. I asked the question and I got the answer. But I was just so baffled, like, hello. And I knew it wasn't the narc voice. What the hell was that? And the roly-poly narc did that too. Like when they know that they're did something or acting something that they shouldn't be doing, they'll get into this soft-spoken voice. And you'll be like, what? Any other time they're enraged, they're hollering and screaming, but now they're like, and you're like, what? What? So they're now in this whisper voice or whatever, and you're like, what the hell are you whispering? Half the time, it's because they're picking up their new supply and they're mirroring, meaning copying the new supply with their voice or something that they sound like, so they might be with that person, so they're trying to keep up that fake ass mask and image, and they got to keep up, what that person hears or see. So like when I said I called the narc and the narc sounded like a female trying to be a male, I don't even know if that clown was wearing a wig and pretending to be a female. Because like I said, they will use you to pretend that they're straight. They can be wearing a wig, a skirt, a dress, a bra, some panties, whatever. They can be doing all of those things for the new supply or the hidden supply, because I can't skip this, so it's irritating me too. So that they can pretend to still be who they are. And I never understood, why are you acting like a female trying to be a male to me? Hello. This is exactly how it sounded. Hello. And I'm just thinking okay, even if you are with a male, you still should have been you. But maybe your ass was wearing the wig. Maybe your ass was wearing the skirt. Maybe your ass was being an itch. Maybe you was the itch. And I didn't understand, why did you even answer the damn phone? You could have pretended you was asleep. You could have texted me. But that narc felt like it had to answer the phone. And I was just like, what the hell was that? That's what we always end up with. What the hell was that? Anyway, I got my question answered. And I remember Roly Poly, where, like I said, they always yelling and screaming. So I remember Roly Poly, talking to me and whatever, and it was whispering and I was like, what? And I'm like, what? When they know they are wrong or they're guilty or feeling some type of way, they'll change their voice. And sometimes when that demon takes over them, that's in them, using them, because they're a vessel. They are a vessel for the demon. And the demon takes over, so you'll get that rage and you'll hear this evil voice and you'll just be like, what the hell was that? They changed their voices. Okay. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end. I remember one night that their kid, that they trained to be a narc, would do the most. And they'll come to me hollering and cussing. Ooh, I'm not gonna forget this one thing, so we're gonna go a little bit longer. Hollering and cussing and ready to turn up. But when they confront their own kid, it's a kid. Because I'm telling you right now, a kid ain't gonna ever override me. And they'll be like, can you please? In a soft voice. And you're just like, damn. But you were just on 10 when you told me about the kid. Can you please? Ooh, I'm not going to please a kid when I know that I have authority to something they did that was terrible. And I used to get mad, like, you knew they did this, but you're begging and pleading. I remember this one time I was in my closet because I got a lot of stuff. Ooh, doing too much. But I got a lot of stuff. So I remember being in my closet and the narc came in. And I was looking for whatever I was looking for. And the narc had this child kid like really childish. Like a baby or a toddler, but they can talk. Voice. And I was in the closet looking for what I was looking for. And I remember the narc coming in and it kept calling my name. So something told me to stay still. And the narc was like, Konita. And it like walked around the house. Konita, and went up the stairs. Konita, and it came back down the stairs. Konita. And it just kept saying my name, like, Konita, Konita. And I was just like, just stay still. Like, I was there, but it was calling my name like a kid. And he was like, Konita, Konita. And it started to sound frightening. Like, Konita, Konita, Konita. Like, looking for me like I was a parent that took them somewhere and lost their ass. I'm done with this. And lost their ass. And so I just kept listening and listening and listening. And the voice was like soft but scared. And it was like, Konita, Konita, Konita. And after a while, I was just like, I can't take it anymore. I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, I'm right here. And they was like, oh, I was looking for you. That's when they're scared, because they're thinking that you figured them out and you discarded them and you're not there. And they're looking for you like the parent that they never had. Like this little lost child and the parent they never had. So it's like when I heard him saying, Konita, Konita, in my brain I kept hearing, Mommy, 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 where are you, Mommy? Mommy, I can't see you. Mommy, I'm lost. Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. And then when I popped out, it was like a little child running like, Mommy, I found you. And I didn't get it at the time because I wasn't narc aware. But this narc was like literally calling my name like a scared ass child. Like, Konita, Konita. And the funny part is, we didn't even have a bad day. We didn't even have a bad day that day. I was just like in the closet looking for something. I think I had a show or something. I was just really looking for something. And I heard the narc like calling my name, but I thought, like trying to figure out, did I hear something? And then when I heard the narc with this little kid voice, something say, stay still. And he was like, Konita, 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 Konita. And I was like, hey, I'm right here. Oh. But never told me what the hell they was like. What the hell? We always end up with what the hell. And it was okay. But now I figured it out. Okay, so this video is getting long. I'm gonna cut it and talk about my police encounter. Be blessed. You know how much I love you. KJ.